Okay, now we are back. Sorry for the little break we went on. It was to handle some technical issues behind the scene. And you know, the difference between live and recorded session is obvious. Yeah. So, Lady Jane, where we stop? Where did we stop? Remind me.
Okay, we are talking about structural stability. One of the documents you need to get your building plan approval.
Structural stability.
Yes, we're talking about letter of structural stability, and Mr. Chris was trying to explain.
Okay.
Yes, he's trying to explain why you need to do all that,
Okay.
and how you are going to get it.
Okay.
Yes.
So, we've talked about the fact that each of these engineering elements of the building have different engineers, professionals, who bring in their experience into the structural engineer, the mechanical engineer,
Electrical
engineer,
engineer.
and everything. And don't forget your plumbing work as well too. You know? So Nigerians have good engineers. The basic thing is that, like we're saying offline before we're talking online, talking about there are a lot of jobs in the real estate fields. Because Nigerians are looking for tie and suits.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to sit in the office, nobody wants to go to the field.
Meanwhile, the investors are also adamant about it. You know,
So,
I had someone. I was asking them, how do you get the place you're living now? You know, we are talking about this building plan and the place where they are staying. They are not staying far away from a pipeline.
Okay.
So I was like, how do you know that your house will not be affected?
okay.
Being that you're not far away from the pipeline.
Okay.
And anywhere where there's pipeline, the government they must have mapped out a large portion of land where they don't want anybody to encroach.
Okay.
So I was trying to ask the particular man, do you have a survey plan or not? He doesn't even have a survey plan they never surveyed that place.
Okay.
They just bought it, they laid the foundation and they started building already. So you didn't even go to the government to check out the place you're building your house and all that. You just have your family receipts and all that. So it really doesn't work like that, you know. These are, you're neglecting a work for somebody, something a graduate would have used to feed himself. So, you know, somebody is there neglecting it. You know, this is why we say people are unemployed. After going to school, you don't have a job.
Everybody wants to work in the bank. Everybody wants to work in the bank.
Sometimes it's because nobody is you know, these things are something you need to look for someone to do it. You know, if I want to survey this, I need a surveyor. And in a state where the person is ignorant about that, they just go on, start building and all that, because they have told you, okay, this is 50 by 100, and you actually bought an order. Did you actually confirm it? So
that's that. So apart from a letter of structural stability, are there other documents that you need to have?
That brings us to land use planning analysis reports.
Okay.
When we say land use, I know there are some landlords, they don't have this.
Okay.
They don't even know. It's not like they don't know. They are not. They feel they are not part of it.
The need for that document is based on the fact that all land in Nigeria belongs to the government.
Yeah.
Government has planned how they want to use all the land in Nigeria. Some lands are earmarked for governmental use only. Some lands are earmarked for private use. So now, when government allows you the right to own a land, to occupy a land in Nigeria, now there's a levy, okay, that government, annual levy that government collects from you every year. It's called the land use levy. Normally it's a token, because if land is for agricultural purposes, the land use levy is less than if the land is for a stadium, or the land is for a convention, or the land is for a school. Okay, so the use, the purpose of that land, the use for which you have a need that land for, is what determines the kind of level that government gives to use, you understand? So now the land use planning, okay, analysis is, take for instance, when you get, there's a case of somebody who sent me a PDF documents to look at the customer, the client is in Abuja, they wanted to sell a particular land, and they sent I think to the C of O they sent to us, and in the C of O it was specified there that the land is for commercial and not residential. Okay, so now if you're able to interpret that document, that means you will not misuse the land. You cannot just convert a land to be used for agriculture into industrial. Neither can you convert an industrial road, industrial property, a land earmarked for industrial purposes for residential.
Just like that.
Just like that. You understand? So now that is the reason why you need to analyze the land use plan. There is a plan. Some lands are strictly for airport purposes. Yes. Now, government may not even put airport there in the next 100 years, but they have mapped it out for airport use. To make sure that no residence is within 100 kilometers or 50 kilometers because of the noise and the heavy activity that goes on in the airports.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the reasons why people die young or have stroke and everything is because if you look at if you are staying close to this industry like factory, maybe like where they do quarry, where they grind stones, the noise and everything, the vibration, the human body also vibrates.
Sometimes sometimes when you are there, you get used to the noise.
Exactly.
You don't know
you will hear normal noise. Exactly. You get to hear normal noise and everything. And imagine there are some schools sited in those areas. So I schooled in Ekhator cantonment, but there was a train, a railway close to it. I mean, it was like let's say like 1,000 meters between the railway tracks and my school. But when the train is coming, we hear the blast of the noise in our school.
Even when the train is still far off.
Still far off and everything. So, I mean, a person that's supposed to live for 50 years or live for 100 years is not living for like 45 years. Why? The damn